Strength, no weakness from your lion. Everybody's strength, no weakness from them who we are. Not when you're old. Your enemies, they must tremble. Your enemies, they must tremble. Yo, not when you're old. Everything has to humble. Everything has to humble. I'm a go-getter. I just go hard. I just go hard. And I'm a kind of fellow. Put my trust in God. Put my trust in God. That simple means say, nobody can hold me, man. Nobody can drain my energy. Nobody can control me. Stick. I will not allow negativity. Nobody can hold me, man. Nobody can drain my energy. Nobody can. Nobody can. Yo, just show me some strength. No weakness. Show me a lion. Strength. No weakness. Show them who we are. Strength. No weakness. Show me a lion. Everybody's strength. No weakness. Show them who we are. Not when you're old. Your enemies, they must tremble. Your enemies, they must tremble. Yo, not when you're old. Shoulders to the wheel. You're tougher and tougher and tougher and still. On this battlefield, you're tougher and tougher and tougher.
Hey, what's up? It's 6 o'clock, guys. Welcome to the ride. And make sure everyone is hearing me on the outside. Yes. Welcome to the ride. Welcome to Monday on the ride. Monday on the ride, Ridealong live. What are you guys doing? I don't know. I'm not seeing any comments. And Facebook oftentimes does have us on the block, but let me see if things working out today, guys. As you come in, go ahead and share up the thing, share up the program and say I share. Come in and share up the program and say I share. This is Monday on the ride. Make sure everyone is sharing me and seeing me fine. Hopefully everything is working out fine today, right? It's Monday!
You gotta be strong in this time, son. I'm a survivor. I will survive.
Hey, how you doing, Alexander? I see you first, in fact. I see you on the ride. A lot of people did not get notification. In fact, I just got notification just a second ago. I don't know what's going on. Hey, Gemini! Alicia Duncan, how you doing? Pick up yourself. Welcome to the ride. If you guys hearing and seeing fine, just say, give me an indication. Give me an indication if you're hearing and seeing fine, because I don't know. I'm not sure what's happening right now. Hey, Charlotte Nurse, how you doing? I share. Thank you so much for sharing, Charlotte Nurse. Thank you so much for sharing, Charlotte Nurse. I'm seeing comments very sporadic. I'm not sure, but I'm seeing comments very, very sporadic. So if you've seen me fine and you hear me fine, guys, I want you to say I share. All right, if you hear me fine and you see me fine, I want you to say I share. Wendy, how you doing?
Nobody can hold me, man. Nobody can drain my energy. Nobody can control me.
Yeah, I'm seeing comments like very sporadic. I'm seeing Patrice Cornwall, how you doing? Big up yourself. Thank you so much for sharing. Thank you so much for joining in on the ride on today. What a rainy and kind of. You got a notification? Okay, good. Yeah, keep pressing love, keep pressing share, keep pressing love, keep pressing share. Lacey J. Well, I know since I see Lacey J, I know everything is on point. Cindy B. How you doing? Big up yourself. Yeah, guys, it's Monday. Listen, they're not even acting as if it's Monday. You guys are not even acting as if you came from a long weekend and happy to be Monday, man. It's Monday. It's a beautiful Monday. Hey, Candy Reed, how you doing? Thank you so much, Candy Reed. Guys, today we have a very important story for you. A very, very important story. One of which I think everybody should tune into. Because over the weekend, I think last week, Friday or so, we got this story was actually sent to us, right? By a few of our viewers. And they say, ride along, all you have to take a closer look into this particular story. I want to preempt it too much, right? But I'll give you guys a little piece of what the story is about. Now, Alice, a lady from Grenada, all right? She is the grandmother of 2 kids. And as recent as just a couple of days ago, those 2 kids was taken away from her. And you will be shocked and amazed to hear what CPA reason for taking the 2 kids away from her. Now, Alice is on the phone, on the line here with us, and she will be sharing her story. It's a pretty interesting story, one of which I think everybody should watch, share, and love. Annette, how you doing? All right. Hey, Jeff, how you doing? Yeah. DM Fraser, everybody don't share, because listen, I don't want to waste time. Because Alice, who is right here, if you guys, she's waiting and she's ready to chat with us. You see her right there? She's waiting and ready to chat with us and tell us how this thing is possible and what happened and what is the shocking reality about this whole thing right now. We're going to be talking live. Hey, Charlotte, now, how you doing? Big up yourself. Crazy. Crazy. All right, guys. So listen, everybody share. Did everybody share? And did everybody invite a friend? Did everybody share? Did everybody invite a friend? Let me give you 1 more minute, guys. Everybody share. Everybody right now, I want you to share the program and invite a friend. Everybody share and invite a friend right now. Everybody share and invite a friend right now. Hey, Kathy Joseph, how are you doing? Big up yourself. Thank you so much, Kathy, for joining in. Kathy, you share? Everybody share? Hey, Claire Antoine, you share? Star Wars Party, Mavis, you share? Everybody share, because Alice's story has to be heard. This story has to be heard. As shocking as it is, I think it's important that everyone know what's going on and what really went on. And we do believe that, as we say always, right? Each story has multiple sides, right? This is Alice sharing her side of the story. And we anticipate that there'll possibly be more people that would come out and clarify their ends and speak about their truth to the story. But that doesn't disregard, and that shouldn't disregard Alice's story whatsoever. All right? So first, let me play back this clip. This is a video clip that was first published on MTV, Grenada. Big up to Miss Bain for publishing this story on MTV. This is the story. Take a look at it, guys, and when we come back, we'll talk a little bit more about it on the other side. Check it out.
Alice Charles, a resident of Green Street, is appealing for help as she tries to come to terms with a legitimate reason her grandchild was removed from her care by the Child Protection Authority. Charles told MTV News she would like the Minister for National Security or the Commissioner of Police to intervene on her behalf, as the child who has been in her care was taken away without a valid explanation. The grandmother, who is a vendor in St. George, said while at work she received a phone call from someone from CPA who indicated that the child will be removed from her home.
I left home that day, closed up my house. My grandchild went to school. And she usually come at 2:30, 3 o'clock. But at that time, the lady called and said that she took my children, my grandchild. They took the first one, which is a bigger one. These 2 children living with me since they was babies. But the mother have a problem drinking rum.
Charles says when she returned home, her grandchild was not there, and instead she was greeted with an untidy house. She left her house clean that morning.
Went in school and collect the child, opened my door and went inside, search up the house, dig up the house, throw clothes all over the place, walk in the house with mess. I went back home about 6, and on my way back, when I reached home, the door brawling open. I went to the police tell me I should go and see if I'm missing any money. I wake up the next day and I went to child protection. And Miss Harford, can't remember the lady name, told me that it's their rights to go in my house.
She told MTV the excuse the woman gave for removing the child was poor.
So I want to know if the commissioner or the prime minister, whoever it is, could give them rights. If they have a problem with these children, mother, the children living with me, by right, she's supposed to call me and tell me, well, this is the situation, and she's going to take those children. The woman tell me on the phone, she taking the child because I have 2 men. Could I, with no foot, have 2 men? That is disrespect. And I'd like to get an answer to this.
Officials at the Child Protection Authority are barred from speaking on cases involving minors. However, the Child Protection and Adoption Act of 2010 authorizes the agency to remove children from homes when there are health and safety concerns and cases of abuse and place them in a safe environment. For MTV News, Rachel Bain.
I thank you, Rachel Bain, for that story right there, and MTV News. And on the line right now we have Miss Alice. Alice, welcome
Charles.
to Ride Along. Alice Charles, yes. Welcome to Ride Along. How are you doing, Alice?
Well, I so. It's only today I smile a little because you called me. So I figure maybe I'm reaching somewhere.
You smiled today because I called you.
Yes, I say maybe I'm reaching somewhere because this thing happened last week, Monday. Today is 8 days. And I went to child protection. And they're claiming that the guy that has pushed me doing a lot of wrong things. When I say wrong thing, they say that in the night he does watch porn. I never saw that. But when I get to the child told me, yes, she saw that on my phone. So in the night he steal my phone and watch porn. But if that being the case, child protection supposed to call me and say, well, look, there's an issue in your house. There's an issue in your house and it's not right for the child or children. So it's either you do get rid of the guy or we will take the child. But she cannot just go in school, pick up the child, bring her to the home, search up all over the house. Apparently they mash mess. They're dirty all over the child room.
Yeah.
She know, and she came there and see that the child have her own room.
Yeah, hold on, Alice. Alice, 1 second. Alice, 1 second. Pull your headphone out. Take your headphone out. It's making a shocking song. So just take it out.
Okay.
Not from your head. Just take it out from the phone.
The child have her own room.
Right.
My house is well kept. These children is well taken care of. Today I saw the bigger one. And she came here to get her books and so. Another thing is, this child is in a home. This child, accustomed, sleeping when she come from school, prepare her supper. But right now, she goes to school without no money and a slice of bread. And when she come from school, she going to eat food. Is that right? She's not accustomed to that. And nobody is responsible for her mother drinking rum. I just take 100% care of these 2 children. Anybody could I go to work every day. I roll from Green Street, ride down the Carnage, roll and go right through town. I just leave home after 6. The child will leave home about after 7 because she goes to St. Joseph Convent. Is it fair that I have no food? When the night come, I'll come up at 6 o'clock. That child will prepare. She will give me, if I cannot go to the bathroom because I drag to go to the bathroom. So when I don't feel like dragging, she will get a bucket of water for me, a rag, some bath soap, and I will clean my skin. She will prepare water for me next morning. And anything that I want in the night, I will say, Michaela, Azalea, or Michaela, could you make me a cup of tea?
Let's not.
I don't feel, the doctor tell me don't eat in the night, so I don't feel like eating tonight. All I need is a cup of tea. When in the morning I would leave, and I would prepare for this strength, so it's hot in me, it's real hot in me. He
Yeah.
hurting me to see. That are there my days here hungry. These people say they will send somebody to replace the guy from pushing me because I don't want him to push me because look what he's doing. But this guy will never, never interfere with these children. These children just have the room under lock and key. I have my door wide open. So any problem I will know. He will sleep either in the drawing room on the veranda. I just take care of my grandchildren because their mother have a problem. No matter what you do, she drinking rum. No matter what you do, no matter what you say, you can't stop her. But
Yeah.
these children cannot be punished for what their mother doing. You understand? They have a father. He lives in America. He does not send a dime. School
Alice,
give holiday. School went out, and I take $1,800 and buy books, clothes, shoes. I buy two Puma, $239 each. I just make sure these children properly care. So whatever the government want to do, at first, they said don't bring the guy here. So I get another guy to push me every afternoon. Saturday evening, when I reach in front of my door, the guy was there waiting. I said, I don't want you to come in my house because it's a problem for not only me, for my grandchildren. When I call the police never come. I live in 4 houses from CID. They never came and see what is the situation. You understand? The lady in child protection, her name is Miss Harford.
oh,
She said, at a Harford, she said that she will come and see or get somebody to make sure I go in town and clean my house and prepare. Today's 8 days. None of them never call me. This government,
okay.
I have diabetes, and this government does not even give me a dime. From the age of 9, I working for my own. I was married at 9 years now. My husband died. And look, I end up today seeing trouble because child protection take my children. I doesn't even beat them. When I do something, I might punish them. Like if I cost them giving $10 to go to school, I will say, you hold 5 this morning because you don't listen to me. There is no perfect person in this world. Everybody makes mistake. And
Yeah.
I crying out for help
Right.
because nobody bothering with me. Sometimes I
All
go
right.
into and I make no money, but I making sure my grandchildren happy. I
Alice,
send they took her without no school clothes, nothing, just clothes. And
Alice,
I
could you
make
hear
sure
me?
I get
Could
somebody.
you, Alice, could you hear me? Could you hear me?
My niece, I get my niece to go to them and bring because she have a hemorrhoid problem. And she cannot eat meat because the doctor say don't give her meat. And I make sure I get apple and thing and send for her. But I want to know what is the reason that they take that child away from me.
Okay,
I
Alice.
doesn't harm her. I doesn't do her nothing. After I went to child protection, the lady tell me she very sorry for the way the way she take the child and how she handle situation. First, you have to think first. I know nobody imperfect, but you have to think. And I calling Commissioner of Grenada to ask the police why when I call them, if it's because I have no food, why when I call them they does not come to see what is the situation. I have a van mash up in front of my door. I paying for it because my daughter take the van with her boyfriend and mash it up. When I went to the police, that I went to CID, they tell me go to Central. And after 6 months, they tell me they can't do nothing for me. So I know have to fight and get $1 to fix it. Why is it that they take away my children from me? And I can't have no happiness. I doesn't beg nobody. I just fight up and go in town. I sell him Pampers. I sell him Buster. All goods from Trinidad. I go to the port by myself and do everything I have to do. You understand? If I was a problem for the government, they could say, well, I have to find money for this woman, so let me take them children away from her. This is unfair to me. My mother is an old woman. She cannot come and help me. So all I have is these 2 children. The bigger one, she has a miserable way of her. But when you grow, fast as you're growing, you think different and you will do things different. All I asking them, if they don't want to give me back the big one, give me the small one. Let this child be with me. Please. I need help. I can't dare say how I could pay somebody or they will get somebody. I can't take somebody on the outside to just come in my house and I don't know them. This is ridiculous. And please, Mr. Junior, I need you to do this for me. I have an old chair boss, old wheelchair. Could I go to the government and ask them to give me a chair? They will not give me. I have to buy a chair. You understand? So if I'm not giving the government, no problem. I have my child, my grandchild. If they say the guy is wrong and look at what he's doing, come to me and tell me, Alice, that is not good for your child, your grandchild. Because your grandchild sit there on the phone and she don't like it or she mother don't like it. Let me get rid of him. You understand? But just don't do things on their own. I am human. I don't have foot. I'm not disabled. I could wash my clothes. I drag and go in the bathroom and I wash my grandchildren's clothes. I sit down on the bed and I iron them so they can go to school clean when the time comes. My children or my grandchildren is properly taken care of. If I have children in the area, Mr. George, that they're in worse condition than my grandchildren. And I want my grandchild or my grandchildren. Let me continue to take care of them before I did. Because you reach a situation that I'm so unhappy that I think the best thing for me is to get rid of myself. Because
no. Alice,
I can't live in this big house for myself without nobody assisting me.
Alice,
I don't need for the government to give me no charity. All I need is my children near to me. So I was so happy and excited this morning when you called me. So I say, at least somebody going to reach out for me.
Yes.
I'm calling on the commissioner. Please.
Alice, we want to help. We're going to help.
To hear me out. Please. There's one police who works at CID.
Alice,
and every time something happens and I would call him, he tell me, go down in Central. I live on Green Street. The Central Division of Police is on the Carnage. You know how far that is?
Yes.
But by the grace of God, God has given me strength because I believe in God. When you ask God for help, you will get it. And I know my master will help me.
Yes. Alice, okay, put that back in your headphone. Put that back in your headphone.
Are you there?
Put the headphone back in your ear. Put the headphone back in your ear. No, I'm here. I'm here. You see me? No, I'm here, Alice. I'm right here. Put the headphone back in your ear. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. All right. I've been trying to get your attention for the longest, but you're back. You hearing me?
Yes.
Good. Thank you. All right. Let's go back a little bit, Alice. And I hear your frustration. I feel your frustration, and we will help. We will assist. We'll get you a wheelchair. No problem. Right? But how did the kids get in your care in the first place? Why is the kids with you and not with the mother?
Because the mother used to live with me. All of us used to live in one place. But the mother, because she drinking rum, she don't have respect for me. So every time she gets drunk, she disrespect me. Cross us at a bad word and get on. So I asked her to leave this house. She cannot live here in my home and she have no respect for me. She don't have to take care of the kids. I take care of them. Every evening, even though she have that problem, every evening as a rule, she comes to this house and bring food for them children. So she have to wait, but she's still concerned about her children. You understand?
Right.
Amika cannot live here because Amika is very, very disrespectful when she drink rum.
Do me a favor. Don't call the kid's name, and don't call, if you could avoid it, please don't call anybody else's name. That's their story to tell, and they will share their story. But I don't want to bring the kids in this, because they would have to deal with it, and they're pretty young still. So if we could avoid it, please do not call their names. All
All
right.
right.
Right. So the situation is, and we going back a little bit, 'cause I know you said a lot and you vent a lot, and I want you to vent. I want, because I could see that you're upset, and I could see this is really taking a toll on you.
I
And
haven't ate since last week, Monday. I haven't eaten any food because I can't eat. I'm waking up 5 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning because I'm very disturbed. If this woman figured we had a problem in this house, she claims she's doing a job. What kind of job are you doing? Why didn't you get me and ask me what is the situation? And if even I didn't even please with the situation, why you had to go to the school and pick up the child, embarrass her in all her friends, and take her and go with her in that manner? This child, I can tell you, Mr. George's child is a loving child. She loved me and she still loves her mother. I can tell you that.
have did the child protection authority ever contacted you with concerns that they have with the child? And has they ever brought any question as to the person or person that come into your house, and they possibly might be scared for the kids
No,
safety?
they never came. They never came. That's what I'm saying. They never come and ask me nothing. They never tell me nothing. I was sitting in the market last week, Monday, and this lady called me on the phone. Hello, are you Alice Child? I said yes. I'm taking away your grandchild away from you. So I said, well, what reason? She she lament, and then she say, you have two men. So that's the reason why I'm taking him. I say, you crazy? I say, look at my condition. How could I have two men? I say, miss, I'm not in life. I say, I'm not in life. I have no man. So then she put on the phone, and I called the child teacher and I asked her what happened. She said she have no idea. So I say, why the woman take the child away? I say, well, I'm going home now and let me go and see what is the situation. When I reached the door, the gate was pushed and the door was wide open. I live in an area where I have a lot of drink, but the door was wide open. Anybody could have come in. So I wake up Tuesday morning and I went to her office. When I went, they tell me wait, she will come. After about half an hour, she came, and when she come, and I started to explain why I said, why you came to my house and look at what you do. She said, Miss Alice, I'm sorry. I say, you're sorry? You do something and telling me you're sorry after? And then another lady that walk along with her say, Miss Alice, we know that she took the wrong step and what she do was wrong, but we asking you to forgive her and she's sorry. I say,
Hold
no,
on,
you
Alice,
cannot
hold on,
say you're
hold on.
sorry. That is not
Hold on,
right.
Alice. Who told you that?
I
Who told
say,
you that?
I will take this thing serious. So she tell me she will give me back the child. But the guy that has pushed me, she would she would ask me to get rid of him. Since that day, I've been paying a guy $20 a day to bring me up and bring me down. You understand? When the guy came to my house on Saturday, I I asked him, I said, why you come here? So he tried to raise a talk with the guy that bring me home. So the guy walk away and leave me in front of the road. So I called the police, and the police say, child protection take the child, so we cannot do nothing, we cannot come there. And they never come. They didn't care whether the guy killed me or not. Because I tell her, in my home, I have a sliding door, and the door have a problem. And the guy know about the door, so you never could tell if he could come here when I'm inside of here. She said, we will help you fix that door. I say, okay. So she tell me, I call my niece and my mom and so, and they went to child protection and tell them that my niece could adopt the child even though they don't want the child to live with me. We could let the niece stay with her. She asked my niece to get a police record and come back to her. But the thing about it, is they're not coming and ask a question or doing anything about it. This is what I'm mad about. They're not asking you no question. They don't know how the child operating. They go to school and pick her up because they feel I might go by the school, but I cannot go to the school. I don't have no food. How am I going up there? So they collect her and they bring her back in the Bel home. She's at the Bel home. But she's not happy. And I don't want, you say don't call name. I don't want to say what I know happens at that home. Yeah?
Right.
But I'm so happy that I could talk to somebody and tell them what's going on, because people in Grenada like a lot of gossip. Only I hear say and a they say and a she. But please, Mr. George, I'm calling upon you to help me before something wrong. Like in the night when I sick, I could call a child from your bedroom and say, Azela, could you go and take the insulin for me? Could you take my tablets for me? You have times when she find that I call her about 20 million times a night, but she's still there. She's there for me. You understand? Because I love her and I know she loves me. Hello?
Yeah, I'm here. You need to put the headphones on so you can hear when I speak with you. All right. Keep the headphone on so you can hear when I'm speaking with you.
Okay.
Right. We did hear some where we did speak to someone in the in Child Protection Agency, off the record, by the way.
Yeah.
Child Protection Authority would not comment publicly on any situation like that involving any minor. But what we heard through the grapevines are they were concerned about two things. One in particular, that they said something to the essence that the kids, you're somehow using the kids as your own personal aid, for that matter. I don't know what that means, but that was
What
said.
aid? What aid? What I mean?
Let me ask you. Tell me a regular day. A day. Does the kids go to school every day? And what is a regular day in the life of the children?
A regular day?
Yeah. What would a regular day look like?
Well, a regular day is that the both of them will get up, bathe, and get ready and go to school. From school, I don't have to use no children for nothing. These kids grow with me. I had a business in St. George's selling clothes. I used to go to America and buy clothes, but when I lost my foot, I could no longer do it. So the mother used to work at the store. I don't have to use no children for no use, because the children and them is not I'm not getting no care from them from the government.
Right.
Like they usually give people $300. They don't give me. I take in my own money and take care of the children, because I love my grandchildren. Nobody does not give me nothing for these two children, not even their father. The grandmother took the smaller one that's up in the country because of the mother drinking the rum. And eventually, she found it was too expensive for this child to come up and go down every day. And she sent her back. And I never refuse her. There is no what I have to use them for. I am their grandmother. Nobody's giving them a dime, so I don't have to use them. When they come from school and they come home, both of them will prepare something and go and sleep if the mother don't bring nothing for them.
Right.
If I was using them, today the bigger one came to me to get the keys to come inside here. I am not there to watch her to see what she gets or whatever she do. She came and take her books so she would go to school, and I give her money for tomorrow so she could be able to go to school. They don't do nothing for me. All I tell you is when I'm home, the small owners assist me. Child protection don't do anything for them. When I'm in the house, because I'm home whole day, I comes home 6 after 6. And they're here, and the mother used to be here with them. It's only about, let me say, about 4 or 5 weeks, I get the mother to go from here because she have no respect. You know how drunk people does behave? And if she cussing and carry on, in my presence, in the children present, I asked the magistrate to give her a restraining order so she should not be here.
Right.
So I don't have to, in of grapevine and white vine and green van,
Yeah.
I cannot use them, no way. And you could interview them and ask them if me does use them.
That was something that was still off the record. And the other reason that they said was that of concern, and you even brought it up, of concern of the person that's in your home, uh,
Yes.
and that they deem as a potential issue. But my big question is, and I can't understand that for the life of me, why would they just break into the house or go into the house without you knowing, when you wasn't even there, and you said on the
No,
video, ransack your house?
you see, I have a clothes closet. They ransack all the clothes. Clothes all over the bed. In the bedroom, you could see at first, I thought the child, the, 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 the stool herself. But when I watched it after, you could see where they walk into mess and went in the house just like that. She said the child opened the door for her. Why didn't she close the door on her way out? Or why she didn't call me and say, Alice, I'm taking away the child from you, and I would like you to be there, or if you give me consent to go there. I give the teacher 3 times to go to my home because in the school they say you could do your work online, but she didn't went to school because she had a period and she was having pain. So the teacher called me and say, the child didn't come to school. What happened? I said, you could go to the house, knock the door, Azela would come out. When she came here, Azela tell her what happened, and she went back up. Another time again, Azela didn't go to school, and I give her consent to come to my home. And when she come, she take Azalea and went to school. In the school, because she's saying that Azalea should come to school every day. And Azalea is stating that she work online. She don't always have to go in the school because not all children that go to the school. But I say, Azalea, you have to go to school because education is not for me. The education is for you. I say, in time to come, you'll be glad that you used to go to school. Because her mother is not a dunce woman. Her mother have 8 subjects. You understand? And the child is not a dunce child. I mean, this woman is ridiculous to say I'm using the children. I cannot use them. And I will never use them. They don't give, the only time they've ever give me anything is during the COVID. Peggy Nestfield, she's in America now. She could tell you, they give me food for food, like maybe for 2 weeks. Every day, they used to give me a plate of food, nothing else. I never get nothing from government. Never. No government never try to assist me or ever come to me inside. The Ministry of Health, the man from the Ministry of Health, came to my home because he had a program in the school next to me. And he tell me, Alice, what you need? I say, I need a clutch and I need a walker. Up to now, they in politics. I mean, they how much years now they're there, and nobody came. I just work hard for what I want. I don't need shit. Get cut off.
No, I'm here, Alice. I'm here, Alice. I'm here. Okay. Um, Alice, we'll reconnect again, guys. You're watching Ride Along Live. Let me update everyone on the story again, and what's really taking place here. All right. Alice is the grandmother of these 2 children that was taken away by Child Protection Authority, right? Now, Child Protection Authority, because there's minor involved, they wouldn't publicly comment on this story, right? They wouldn't comment on any story of that sort that has those minor children involved. But what we're hearing is that one of the or two of the reasons why that may have happened. One is because they claim, and that what was claimed by a person speaking of the record, stating that of the kids being there and how she uses the children for her own personal aid. I don't quite understand that, because I know if you're in your house and you're doing work, as we grow up and we're doing work, that's called chores. It's not called using, it's called chores. So I don't quite understand that analogy. And secondly, they're concerned of the person who is in the home that push her around. Now, just to set up this live right here, right? Alice is not a very phone savvy person. Just to set up this live here, she have to get someone outside across the street or in the area that she's living in just to click that button, because she don't quite understand. And someone have to take her from there to go to the neighbor house so he could press the button and hook up the link. And that's what we was able to get on here. So Alice is not someone that could move around on her own. She don't have assistance to get around. She have no leg, right? So the only how she could move around is if she drag herself. So she need help, and that help is not being provided for her. That help is not being provided for her. So even if they have issue with that person, as they say, as watch porn or whatever the case might be, okay, all right. She never got a replacement, or she was never offered a replacement to assist her in any way. And think about it. She have no leg. The only way she can get around is dragging herself from point A to point B. How would she get around with no assistance? And she spoke about her wheelchair, right? She need a wheelchair. And that's something we'll assist her in. But the fact of the matter is, I don't understand if that is CPA position on it. One, they didn't replace her with someone else that could assist. They didn't. And two, I don't get the using them as their own personal aid part. I don't get that part, because as I said, it's chores. It's called chores. If you're in the house, you do chores. As we do chores, wash the dishes. If your mother call you and ask you for something, you go and you get it. It's not called personal aid. So I ain't quite understand that. So that is what's happening right here. And she's upset. She's mad and she's furious, and she have every reason to be furious, because as she stated, they went into her home unannounced to her. She left her house in clean state to come back, the whole place ransacked, right? Somebody entered her house. I don't know what's the law in Grenada in terms of CPA entering your home. I don't know if that's legal. I don't know. I'll have to check. But that's what happened to her. So she is very upset, right? And she have every reason to be upset. So she ranting for a good part of the program there. It probably was an essential thing, and she probably need even more assistance. She need more opportunities to rant and get her story out. Hopefully she come back, because I really want to offer her a wheelchair and whatever other assistance we could give her, and probably some legal assistance where she could try to see if this is above board.
You gotta be strong in this time, son.
Let's see if you can get her back on, guys. But in the meantime, I want you guys to call me up. Let me open up the phone lines. If anyone have any advice here for Alice, anyone that know Alice, or anyone that know of whatever assistance, any advice or whatever, I'm going to open up the phone lines right now. Call us up, 718-701-5720. That's 718-701-5720. Wendy C, I know you're always ready to go, and we are absolutely going to do whatever we can to get her a wheelchair. If nothing else, we're going to get her that wheelchair, because the wheelchair that she's in right now is in terrible state. So that's first thing. Hopefully, Alice, you see what I'm telling all you? Alice probably have to get somebody to push her across the street for the person to fix the phone so that she could come back on the live again. And that's what's happening. That's the situation Alice is in right now. All right, we open up the phone line, 718-701-5720. Call us up right now, guys. And let's talk about this situation here. Let's talk about this story right here. The story with Alice and what she's going through. Wendy, I see you. I see you, Wendy. Yes. And exactly, Kibi. And the other claim that CPA that she said that CPA is making, that she got 2 months. Somebody actually told her that. She claiming that someone actually told her that the reason why they took away the kids is because she have 2 months. I don't know. We need more information. We need more information, and hopefully CPA could put something out there to add some clarity to the story right here, because there's a lot of gaps in understanding this full story. A lot. Anyway, 718-701-5720 is my number, guys. 718-701-5720. Number officially. The lines are officially open. Yeah, Chanel. It's heartbreaking. And I don't get it. If you guys didn't see the full story, again, let me play it back. Right? This is the story as reported by MTV.
Alice Charles, a resident of Green Street, is appealing for help as she tries to come to terms with a legitimate reason her grandchild was removed from her care by the Child Protection Authority. Charles told MTV News she would like the Minister for National Security or the Commissioner of Police to intervene on her behalf, as the child who has been in her care was taken away without a valid explanation. The grandmother, who is a vendor in St. George, said while at work she received a phone call from someone from CPA who indicated that the child will be removed from her home.
I left home that day, closed up my house. My grandchild went to school. And she usually come at 2:30, 3 o'clock. But at that time, the lady called and said that she took my children, my grandchild. They took the first one, which is a bigger one. These 2 children living with me since they was babies. But the mother have a problem drinking rum.
Charles says when she returned home, her grandchild was not there, and instead she was greeted with an untidy house. She left her house clean that morning.
Went in the school and collect the child, opened my door and went inside, search up the house, dig up the house, throw clothes all over the place, walk in the house with mess. I went back home about 6, and on my way back, when I reached home, the door brawling open. I went to the police tell me I should go and see if I'm missing any money. I wake up the next day and I went to Child Protection, and Miss Harford, can't remember the lady name, told me that it's their rights to go in my house.
She told MTV the excuse the woman gave for removing the child was poor.
So I want to know if the commissioner or the prime minister, whoever it is, could give them rights. If they have a problem with these children, mother, the children living with me, by right, she's supposed to call me and tell me, well, this is the situation, and she's going to take those children. The woman tell me on the phone she taking the child because I have 2 men. Could I, with no foot, have 2 men? That is disrespect. And I'd like to get an answer to this.
Officials at the Child Protection Authority are barred from speaking on cases involving minors. However, the Child Protection and Adoption Act of 2010 authorizes the agency to remove children from homes when there are health and safety concerns and cases of abuse and place them in a safe environment. For MTV News, Rachel Bain.
Yeah. Again, thanks Rachel Bain on MTV News for highlighting this story. Guys, let me know what you think is the next best step to assist Alice and his kids, because for one, I think the safest place for them to be right now is some kind of family member, right? Family. CPA is probably not the best place for a child to be at this point in time. COVID and all this other stuff. So where are the other family? Where's everybody else? Where's everybody else, right? And that's the question everyone is asking. Where's everybody else in this whole dilemma right here? Let's take a call. Caller, you live. Where are you calling us from? Hello?
Hello?
Hi.
Yes, sir. I was just listening to your program on Ridealong today, and this is my first time calling.
Okay, you live right now. You
I-
live right now. Everyone is listening. Go right ahead. Where you calling us from?
Okay, on that situation with Alice, I think what she need right now is a serious good lawyer to rectify this case, because what they did was totally wrong.
Right.
You just can't go in somebody's hospital, them being there, and ransack the house. If a police had to come to your house, they must come with a warrant.
Yeah.
Child protective service had to do also the same thing and have something signed by a judge.
Yeah.
You just can't walk in somebody's house and do this stuff. And they are doing these things home now because there's nobody being holding them responsible for what they do.
Right.
That's my contribution. Thanks.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And that's a good contribution, caller. That's an excellent contribution. Someone just coming in and taking or just going into your home like that, because they would have to have some kind of warrant of some sort, right? That did not happen in this particular case. Evidently, it didn't happen. Caller, you live? Yeah, that didn't happen in that case. As far as what she's saying, right now we only have her side of the story. She's saying they came into her house, they ransacked she house, trotting all over the place, mess all kind of thing over she house, and that's how they leave her house. And she didn't leave her house like that. She left her house nice and clean. You know, that shouldn't happen in the first place. I don't know if any kind of authority or anything give them right to do that, but I don't think that. I mean, you can't do that in the U.S., right? And I'm doubtful that you could just walk in and bar into somebody's house, even if you assume or had some reason to believe that something went on, right? You can't bar into a house like that, and this is evidently what happened. So yes, caller, I agree with you. Something needs to be done to find out, to hold whoever accountable for that. Especially, she knew nothing, absolutely nothing about it. 718-701-5720. That's my number right here. What's your contribution, guys, on this? And let me see if I could get back Alice on the phone. I think we'll have to finish this conversation here because I want to make sure Alice gets her wheelchair. Let me see if I could call her on WhatsApp.
Stay alive. That simple means nobody can hold me man. Nobody can drain my energy. Nobody can control me sick. I will not allow negativity. Nobody can.
Yeah, let me try Alice on the phone. Because you don't look like she could connect back with us.
Hello?
Hey, Alice, you back? Hello?
Yes.
All right, we got to finish the conversation on the phone because I realize you can't get back on the live, so we'll have to finish off here.
Okay.
All right, Alice, listen. Now, I think that there are so many things that I think that we could help with, but I want to start with your well-being. You said something earlier that really alarmed me a bit, and I want to ensure that you don't do anything to hurt yourself first and foremost. And I want you to also know and understand that there's a lot of people out there that cares about you and willing to assist you. So I want you whenever you feel like that way, you feel like depressed and all of that things, just remember that there's a lot of people out there that care about you and are willing to help you first and foremost. Okay?
You see, without cutting you, let me tell you, people in Grenada,
Yeah.
Grenadians on a whole, because I don't have food, they just treat you like dog. I look at it up to this morning, because every Monday I send money to Trinidad to buy my goods.
Yeah.
So I went to the bank this morning, and if you're in a wheelchair or so, somebody might only place I just go on and just get assist from that is the electricity department. Otherwise, you have to I am there, and I'll wait in line till the last person before somebody come and assist you. Whereby, I know if you're in a wheelchair and you're not able, and you go to a bank or somewhere, somebody's supposed to walk to you and say, "Can I help you?"
Right.
Some kind of love. But these people here don't have that kind of love. Don't have that kind of love.
Yes. But Alice, I just want you, Alice, I just want you to know that Alice's phone is reconnecting. And Kibbs, I got you. Don't forget, guys, we also have a support system, a support group, and I'm gonna put I'm going to put Alice in touch with our support group so that Kibbs and all our team would follow up with her to ensure that she's taken care of from that department, right? In addition, let me see if I get back Alice again. One more time. One more time, guys. It's a tough world out there, Jed. It's a tough world.
You gotta be firm in this time, son. You gotta be strong in this time, son. I'm a survivor. I will survive. I will survive. And I'm a firm believer. With prayer to shine.
All right. I don't know if Alice's phone probably dead. I don't know. But here's what we're gonna do, guys. Here's what we're gonna do. I think the first stage of this is trying to see how we could get some assistance for Alice. We will. Lynn, put that as a priority, please. That let's see how we could get a wheelchair. We possibly have, maybe we could source one from Grenada that could be quicker. Yeah, she could get around easier. Electric wheelchair is out of the question because we explored that option already. So we're not going to go with the powered wheelchair because of traffic and no proper sidewalk and all this stuff. So we'll have to get a. She would still need the assistance, right? She would still need the assistance to push her around. But we're gonna source that. Lynn, let's see if how we could source that that wheelchair for her. Then we need to speak to possibly one of our legal assistant to find out what other help they could get for Alice, you know, because she is not in a good place mentally right now. And if they take away the one person that is there to help her and don't replace that person with somebody else, how is she going to get around? She have no way of getting around. I tell you, just to do the show here today, she had to have somebody push her to the side because the person that was on couldn't really understand how to press the link. Push her all the way outside to the neighbor to get it done. Come back and then go back again because he didn't do it right. So it's not an easy thing, and she need the assistance. She need like 24-hour care. She need help every day. She need help to get from home to the road. She need help, and if she don't have that help, little help that the kids and them was providing for her, they took that away from her, and everything around her. She need 24-hour care, and that's what she need right now. All right. So guys, first thing first. Wendy, Rena asking how much for a mobile scooter. Rena, we explored that mobile scooter thing already, right? And we came to the conclusion that we don't think that would be the best thing to get for Grenada because the sidewalk, they don't have, like in the US and UK and Canada, you have a sidewalk dedicated so they could drive down the sidewalk. But instead, they have to be mobilized in the road. And I don't think that is very, very safe, right? So I don't think the mobile scooter would be the best thing at the moment. So we have to get a manual one. She still would need the assistance, right? She still would need the assistance. But I'm gonna speak to her again off air and see. That is the first thing. Then we're gonna find out about them kids and them. Let me go find out about the kids and them. Because the kids and them need to be with family. The kids and them need to be with family. And I don't see any particular reason, any major particular reason at this moment why the kids and them cannot be with the grandmother. All right? I don't see any major reason why the kids and them cannot be with the grandmother. But we'll ask. We'll continue to ask the question. All right, guys, we're going to open up the phone lines again. Let's see it for another 5 minutes again and see what you guys have to say. 718-701-5720. That's 718-701-5720. And we will put her in touch with the folks at the Ridealong support group. So Kibbs and our team there could speak with her. Whenever she needs to talk to someone is important. Kibbs and our team, they would make sure that she have somebody that that's in her corner that could talk to her any time of the day. All right.
And when you roll, everything has to humble. Everything has to humble.
Gail is asking what their investigation, and there had to be some kind of they should have been some kind of investigation before they make any that drastic step, right? There should be some kind of investigation that I think some judge have to sign off on something before someone go inside somebody's property, right? It don't one person shouldn't be just making a random decision like that, and we don't know, and that's some of the questions that we're gonna ask. But again, because of its minor involved, you may not see any post, you may not see any release from Child Protection Authority because they're minor involved. And but that's something that we probably could ask off the off air and see if we get a response as it relates to investigation. All right, guys. So 5 more minutes. We open up the phone lines if you want to make an input on this topic right here. 718-701-5720. 718-701-5720. Call us up. Any word of advice? Any word of advice or anything you wanna contribute? 718-701-5720. Call in right now.
Just show me some strength. No weakness, show me a lion power. Strength, no weakness, show them who we are. Strength, no weakness, show me a lion power. Everybody strength, no weakness, show me.
Claire is saying we don't know if the child gave information to someone that caused alarm bells to ring, and they call CPA. Lots of questions and information we are not getting. Very important point as well. Very important point as well. Well, as I said, off the record, what we're hearing are the two things that I mentioned earlier. Yeah, the two things that I mentioned earlier as it relates to them saying that the kids and them are being used as a personal aid, and about the person that's there and person watching porn, she made mention of it. Those are the two things that I'm hearing from them. All right, guys, so if you guys have nothing else left to say, so let's put this thing in action right now. First thing first, we're gonna work on getting her a wheelchair. If you could source it from Grenada, it will be faster. The next thing, we're gonna put her in touch with our support group to help her because she's not in a good place. And she said something that was scary to hear. You know what I mean? She's talking about how she feel about ending it all, and I don't like to hear them talk. Caller, you live? Where are you calling us from?
I'm calling from New York. I am a Grenadian.
Go right ahead, caller.
Yes, I believe even though they take the child, she has to be there, and any little anything like that.
Right.
They're supposed to do everything with her and do it in the proper way. They didn't have to take the child from her because they know that the children and energy come for.
Right. True.
You know.
True.
Dealing with a disabled, it is a very, very technical thing.
Yeah.
And the protocol has to be, give people respect.
Right.
Yes. Because she's a disabled woman and she needs help.
Yes.
And I believe.
Hold on. I have someone on the next line. WhatsApp. Caller, hold on 1 second. Yeah, go right ahead, caller.
No, this is Alice.
Oh, Alice, you're back on the phone. Yes, Alice?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, you're back.
My home number.
Okay. All right. Yes, yeah. Yes, Alice. So listen what I was saying. We're about to wrap, and we're gonna finish up the conversation on the phone, right? But first thing first, we want to get you that wheelchair, right? We want to source you that wheelchair because the one that you have right now is not in good condition, right?
No.
All right, so we're going to source you that wheelchair, but also I want to put you in touch with some of our staff, our support group staff who would help you, because I didn't like what you said, when you get depressed and how it does feel and what you want to do and everything there. We want to be there for you, psychologically as well, because I know that you're very, very stressed. So we want to help you with that. and then we'll figure out other ways that we could help. I am going to put you in touch with a few people that will help you and find out more about the children and how we could get the kids back in your care, because I think that's the best place to be.
How could it? Like I was telling, I have a son and he's in St. Kitts.
Yeah.
And he called and he said, "Did you put me in foster care despite what?" "No, you didn't put me in foster care." And my mother had 5 of us and she never, things was real bad, but she never put us in foster care.
Right.
No matter what the situation is. So, let me see if I can find a pen. I don't have a pen. Yeah, I have a pen.
Yeah. But Alice.
Yeah.
I don't want you to run up your phone bill. Right? Because you're calling from your home phone. So hang up. We're gonna deal with everything off air. We're gonna give you some advice off air. We're gonna put you in touch with some people off air, and we'll get you some assistance. Okay? Starting with your wheelchair.
Okay.
Okay. You want to say anything? Any last words to the viewing audience? Everyone that's watching you and listening to you right now.
Yes. Let me say something. All the viewers, I appreciate this gesture that you all did for me. And I'm very, very thankful. I don't feel 100% happy, but I'm very happy that Mr. George called me. And I would like you all to sit down and consider what I'm going through. I cannot use my grandchildren as they say. Because these children, anybody, if they pass wrong song and call, I will call MTV again, and they could pass on the market and ask people how I take care of my children. Because I have 2 kids and I take care of them very well. And I would not like to see my grandchildren go up in a home. Because these homes they have in Grenada is not home. They only call it home. And if that lady she only know what it is to make a child, then she will know how I am feeling. I have these kids as my children,
Yes.
not only my grandchildren. So please, I'm calling you all and I'm very thankful. So things can change. And
Yes.
I feel a lot better.
Yes.
Thank you.
No problem. Thank you again, Alice. We'll keep in touch.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, guys. So we gotta move. We're gonna do this. All right. We're gonna do this. All right. Again, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting. Thanks for being a part of our program today, and helping out wherever you can. I know that there are so many people out there that's asking for assistance. We're getting so much SOS requests, and you can't really prioritize these things, because everybody need help like at the same time, right? But this is a dire situation, I think, because there's kids involved. We don't know the state of mind of the children right now. We don't know what they're going through. We don't know, right? There's so many unanswered questions, but Alice seemed like someone who really care and love the kids, and I think that more answers need to be given as to why they was taken away from her. If there is an issue, as I said, that she stated earlier, as it relates to the person being in the home and the question of they have with the person being there, Alice says she get rid of that person, but she don't have no other assistance. She have one other person there, but she need assistance. So she need the government or whoever to provide someone to help her in the home. Otherwise, she can't eat, she can't go nowhere because she have no leg, right? She have no leg. She can't walk around. She have to crawl, as she said, on the ground. Yeah, that's how she get around. She had to crawl on the ground. That's unacceptable. So let's do what we can, guys. Thanks again for watching. Morris, thank you so much. Renisha, Peter, Deanne, Fraser, Wendy, June, Annette, Claire, and everybody else. Thank you so much. I'm going to be calling on you guys for assistance because we're going to be providing some well, probably some little bit of financial assistance to her so she could, ease her mind a little bit and get some little things done. All right, guys. Catch me tomorrow, guys. Tomorrow. Oh, tomorrow. You guys have to check out tomorrow. Let's make it a date tomorrow. Tomorrow, we have another interesting story for you. It's an update story, right? So last week, I think it was last week or the week before, we had a lady on the program. I don't know if you remember that lady who was talking about that in her sleep, like in her deep sleep, she feel like someone is molesting her, right? Sexually molesting her, and she just can't get away from it. And she needed to get like some assistance in getting rid of that demon. They say it's a husband, some kind of craziness. Anyway, and then in the latter part of the program, a pastor called in. Right now, this pastor, that's what he does. He have gotten so many calls after this program. Probably about 10 or 12 different viewers called in and said that they was going through the same thing. I kid you not. About 10 other people called and said they was watching the program and they was going through the same thing. And that is scary. So that pastor is going to be back on. He's going to be on tomorrow, and he's going to talk to us about this thing, because this seems like it's a serious thing. Like people are having this demon in their sleep. He said he had one particular person that called that was watching the show tonight. She said when she get up, she have all kind of scar on she body and scrape on she face and all kind of thing. And it happened in her dream. So he's gonna come on and tell us about some of the situation that he witnessed and how he go about helping people get over situations like that. It's a scary freaking program tomorrow. It's one of those programs. But he's gonna be on tomorrow, and he's gonna tell us about how rampant this thing is, Dread, and it's a serious case. So don't miss it tomorrow. We have a date, 7 p.m. right back here on the ride. Yeah, they say it's real. Tomorrow, same time, 7 p.m. on Wednesday, guys. On Wednesday, you guys remember the V doctor, the vagina doctor. She's gonna be back in on Wednesday. We have a lot of conversations, boy, Lord. We have a lot of things that we didn't cover last week. We're going to cover this week. On Thursday, Deanna Winter Funday, she's going to be back with immigration. On Friday, we're going to be having, of course, Ride Trivia. It's a week in a rundown. It's 6 p.m. our time, 7 p.m. Caribbean time, 11 p.m. if you're in England. All right, so it's 6 p.m. The Lois, 6 p.m. Guys, get your questions together for Wednesday, because Wednesday is going to be hot and juicy, right? Hot and juicy. Hot and Juicy Wednesday. I think we should call it Hot and Juicy Wednesday. Yeah, Hot and Juicy Wednesday. Also, guys, we have a. It's not new, but we're getting a lot of response from our dear rider. If you want to make a post, anonymous post, you want to write a letter to our dear rider and just ask whatever. We're gonna post it. You don't have to put your name. You don't have to identify yourself. Write your story. Ridealong TV@gmail.com and subject dear rider. We're gonna post your story anonymous, right? Spice Buffy, you didn't get it? I thought I sent it to you. Okay, I sent it to you again, Spice Buffy. Sorry about that. I sent it to you again. All right, guys. Also, I got to tell you guys, I want to thank you guys for the support on our riders' headphones. It's man, I'm telling you, crazy orders. Appreciate you guys so much. Ajay Fred Duppy. Crazy. All right, guys. Peace out. See you tomorrow. Ride Along Live. Don't forget the pastor is going to be on tomorrow, talking about this thing, Dre. This thing is like.
You gotta be firm in this time.
Bye, guys. See you tomorrow.
You gotta be strong in this time, son. I'm a survivor. I will survive. have to humble. I'm a go-getter. I just go hard, I just go hard. And I'm a kind of fellow. Put my trust in God, put my trust in God. That simple means say, nobody can hold me, man. Nobody can drain my energy. Nobody can control me. Sick. I will not allow negativity. Nobody can hold me, man. Nobody can drain my energy. Nobody can. Yo, just show me some strength.
Hey, I got some good news for you. Looking for a passionate immigration lawyer with experience that spans over 2 decades? Someone trusted that served immigrant families just like yours? Well, look no more. Now you can benefit from her personal and professional experience. Diane Winter Funding. Schedule a consultation now and get assistance with your immigration journey. Specialize in adjustment of status, B1 business visa, B2 visitor's visa, consular processing, deportation defense, naturalization, and more. Give us a call today at 813-815-3529. That's 813-815-3529 or online at winterimmigration.com. Attorney Diane Winter Funde. Law done differently.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
You want a hand sanitizer to do 3 things: kill germs, be gentle, and to go where you go. You can get all of that in our hand sanitizer. Hard on germs, gentle on hands, affordable. Remember, hand sanitizers contain alcohol. Keep away from heat and flames and avoid contact with eyes. Available at retailers island-wide.